Hey guys, how's it going? Darth Valley here. So again, sorry about the voice, still recovering. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I'm about to head out to the second day of the first week of the point series. So I'm a little bit late leaving the house. So we're gonna do this super quick. So let's get up and get over there, and I'll see you guys when I get there. All right, let's get going. Oh shit. Nice.
Race is completed. Currently up. Race number 2. Mini BP 202.
Gosh, that was awful, but fun.
Alright, next racing is going to be Brian, Anthony, David, and Vincent.
The tires really made the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David. Vincent. Brian. Dark Folly. David. Vincent.
All right, so future Darth Valley here. We get the jump on the beginning of the race here. We started off second. We're coming in first here for the first lap, doing pretty good.
David 16-3 in first. Dark Folly 17-2 in second. Vincent 18-8.
We're technically second based off of the time here. I let David, the faster guy, go by there instead of trying to hold him off. Not use, no use trying to hold up traffic when I know he's gonna get around me eventually. Managed to get a decent amount of practice in before the start of the first race here, so we were doing okay. Feeling pretty confident, feeling pretty good overall. We end up getting flipped around on the vinyl there. Dropping back down to third. Oops. Yep, we end up getting really hung up there on lap traffic. Ended up losing a bunch of time there trying to go around.
David 22.1 in second. Vincent 21.9 in second. Dark Folly 21.8 in third.
Still in third at this point. Oh,
No
we end
worries.
up getting flipped around right there.
David 17.2 in first. Vincent 21.8 in second.
Trying my best to catch Vincent here. We ended up getting caught up on the lap traffic again,
Brian 85.8 in fourth.
creating another huge gap between myself and second place. I'm definitely getting flustered here for sure. I've caught second place multiple times here. We end up getting stuck back further.
24.2 in third. David 16.7 in first.
30 more seconds.
At this point of the race, we've only got 30 more seconds left, so I'm probably not going to catch
16.2 in second.
second. Definitely flustered trying to get around the track,
David
catch up to
15.4
second.
in first. Dark Folly 18.8 in third. Vincent 17.1 in second.
Again, we end up hitting traffic.
David 15.4 in first.
Definitely a bit of a frustrating round there.
This is the last one.
Dark Folly 19.2 in third.
So there's the end of the race. We end up coming third overall for that. Ended up having some bad luck with traffic.
David 15.2 in first.
But we'll see how we do moving further on.
Starting you now.
David. Dark Folly. Pole.
Alright, and there goes the start of the first micro race. Wasn't a very big turnout for racers this particular weekend, so
Dark Folly 19.
we didn't have a ton of in-between time for races,
1.3 in third.
unfortunately.
David 15.2 in first.
David doing pretty good in first so far. I have a little bit of a hiccup there.
19.3 in second.
Another hiccup hitting the bridge coming in too
David 15.4
too
in
soon.
first.
We got another hiccup turning in too soon again. Usually we're doing pretty good on micro. I think we're having a little bit of an anxiety
Dark
here.
Folly 24.1 in third.
Also, for those of you who don't know, the guys who are really good
David 26.
and are extremely competitive in the micro series, they're usually hitting like 16s and 17s or maybe even lower. Those guys actually have brushless motors in their systems. I haven't quite gotten that far just yet. There we go, 3 around the corner. That's pretty cool.
6.4 in first.
But I'm actually still running the stock motor and stock gearing
3.1 in third.
on my micro and still managing to being pretty competitive, which I'm pretty happy about.
David 16.
Probably gonna end up putting a different motor in the car after this point series race, just so we don't have to learn something new in the middle of the series. David going by in first there.
Dark Folly 18.8 in second.
Starting to get a little more comfortable here going around.
9 in third.
You guys are
Starting to
down
get that
30 more
line down.
seconds.
David 17.3 in first. Dark Folly 17.6 in second. Cole 24.1 in third. David
So doing a lot better at getting slowed down for that jump back there, minimizing the risk of flipping the car over.
Here's the last lap, guys. Finish him up.
Come on.
421.6 is third. David 17.2 is first.
Nice job, guys.
All drivers are finished.
And there's the end of the race.
The race is completed. David.
Whoa.
Going for 3 minutes on your name, and good luck, guys.
David. Drives. Sarah Paul.
Alright, so now we got the start of our second Mini B race here. Currently running third overall. First lap down. Oop. Almost. We got in a little bit of a rush trying to get around. Trying my best to catch up to second here and pass him. End up taking the corner too sharp. End up getting flipped up at the top there. Losing a bunch of time. About to get lapped by first place here. Trying my best to stay calm here, get around the track, get caught up if I can. That mistake opened it up for us a bit. Oh, we end up giving it right back, taking that corner too sharp. You guys can probably hear the owner's parrot in the background. Not doing a very good job getting up to the second story there that time around. Not doing too bad overall, going through the switchbacks and then attempting to go up to the second level there. Not really catching back up to second like we were, unfortunately. Just kind of running our own race at this point. End up braking too hard to get around up to the second stop again, or way too wide going around the corner. Somehow managed to close the gap. Oh, we get around third there. We'll see if it actually matters time-wise here, though. Might end up getting it right back from us. He ends up having us go wide there. Gets it back. Oh, right into the back of him.
Very good. No worries.
Trying my best to hold him off here. We managed to do it. It makes a little bit of a mistake there. So right at the last moment there, we end up coming in second overall.
Whoops.
Mainly due to the other driver's mistakes. And there's the end of the race.
Alright, then we got the start of our next Micro B race here. We end up hitting that corner
I think I'm broken.
pretty hard.
I did something.
Steering's way off here. I think we ended up popping off a
Okay.
turnbuckle. We ended up getting it popped in. Attempting to get it popped back on. Still gonna end up going down several laps at this point. We finally get it popped back on, get it thrown back on the track. Try to get back in the race. We're probably about a lap down at least, maybe almost 2 at this point. Luckily, we were able to get back in, not suffering from a DNF here. I remember feeling pretty panicked at this point. Trying my best to stay calm. Just trying to get my lines, which we weren't doing super well there. Ended up going way wide. It definitely didn't help here that first and second drivers here are already really good. So we're just trying my best not to fall behind anymore here. Now you can hear those guys in the top are hitting like 15s, 15 and a halves. I'm running like 17 and a halves, 18s. I've got quite an advantage with that upgraded motor in the cars. Granted, of course, they are also very good drivers. And there's the end of the race. End up doing another lap around just to try to get a little more practice in there, even though it's the end of the race here. The other guys are kind of doing the same here.
Whoa.
You guys are gonna go for 5 minutes. When it rings, you going all at once. And I'm starting you now, so good luck, guys.
Alright, and here we have the start of the Mini B A main. So we're all going at once here. Managed to get around third place there due to a crash.
David 17-3 in first. Drives 18-7 in second.
And I'm getting stuck up on traffic
21.3 in third.
here.
Vincent 25.4 in fourth.
Probably should have just punched it and went around. Oh, ended up getting past. Almost ended up flipping down the ramp there.
Dark Folly 18-7 in second. Vincent 18-6 in third.
I'm going around here just trying to stay calm.
David 15 flat in first.
You guys are going strong with 4 more minutes left.
End up going a little bit wide, but we're still second overall here.
Vincent 16-1 in third. Drives 15-9 in fourth. David 14-8.
Definitely not as smooth going up on to that second story right here. But we're doing all right. We're moving through. Just trying to take our time, make sure we're not making any mistakes, let anybody
David
catch up.
16-2 in first. Drives 18-1 in fourth.
We end up doing a little bit of a wheelie down back to the first floor. Way too wide, hitting the barrier.
Dark Folly 17-4 in second. David 15-7 in first. Drive 17-9.
At this point, I'm still trying to stay calm. I can see in my peripheral vision that the only driver who's catching up to me is the one who's about to lap me in first place.
David 15-2 in first. Dark Folly 17-5
There we go.
in
Pretty
second.
clean up to the second story there.
17-1 in third.
Little too wide there, both
19-7 in
corners.
fourth.
At this point, I'm actually trying to hold off first place from passing me. Ended up getting into the wall there. Ended up getting hung up.
Dark Folly 16-2 in second.
Costing us a good amount of time there.
Drives 18-6 in third. Vincent 16-6 in fourth.
Opening up the opportunity for third and fourth place to get caught up here.
David 18-9 in first.
You guys are halfway there with 2.5 left.
1.8 in second.
We're doing pretty good though as far as staying consistent. We end up getting
Vincent 22.
bumping all along the second story there.
David 15 flat in first. Dark Folly 18-7 in second.
At this point, I can see
Drives 18-8 in
third place is starting to kind of gain a bit.
Vincent 16-7 in fourth. David 14-1 in first.
Down to 2
So
more
at this point, I'm trying my best to stay clean here, stay consistent.
Dark Folly 17-2 in second. Drive 17-4 in third. David 15-7 in first. Vincent 20.
Still struggling with that second story corner back there.
Dark Folly 16-6 in second.
Doing pretty good time-wise though.
16 flat in
First is running in 16s. We're also running at 16s for this layout.
Vincent 17-2
So we're not
in
doing
fourth.
too bad here.
Dark Folly 16-9 in second. David 14-9 in
Holding it
first.
pretty consistent with 16s, although
Drive
that
17-8 in third.
bump up there in the second story is going to cost us.
16-3 in fourth.
Way too wide getting into the barrier there.
Dark Folly 17-2 in second.
So 1 more minute.
David
Trying to keep it
15-8
cool.
in first. Drives 15-5 in third. Vincent 19-1 in fourth.
Still doing alright. At that point, I let first place go. Didn't want another hang up to cost me time.
David 15-5 in first.
Right there, I decided just to let him go. Not worth holding him up any.
Drives 19-4 in third.
Around that corner again.
Vincent 16-4 in fourth.
We're doing pretty good here as far as holding on to second. Just staying consistent, making sure we don't crash.
Dark Folly 16-9 in second.
30 seconds to go.
Drive 16-8 in third. Vincent 16-4 in fourth. David 14-6 in first. Dark Folly 16-5 in second.
There we go. We're getting pretty smooth going up that ramp to the second story there. Getting pretty consistent at it.
David 15-4 in first.
And there is the end of our race.
Big ups, guys. It's the last one.
Dark Folly 16-6
Just
in
getting the
second.
last to finish up here. So we got some lap traffic, a couple of crashes up ahead. We get hung up there a little bit.
David 15-1
And
in
hung up
first.
again.
Drives
And we flip.
21.2 in third.
Or other guy flips. And that is it. We are officially done. So there is the end of the A main, and we managed to come
28.8 in
second
fourth.
overall for the mini A main. And there we go. We got the start up of the micro B main, not the A main. So get hung up there, taking the turn in too sharp.
Vincent 23.4 in first. Dark Volley 24.4.
Trying my best to squeeze past first place here.
21.3 in third. Colt 35.4 in fourth.
Winner of this race gets to move on to
Vincent
the A
22.5
main.
in first.
So I'm trying my best here to come in first so I can move into that A main and get more points.
20.8 in third. Colt
Oh, shit.
19.5 in fourth.
Come on.
Vincent 18.3 in first.
Doing pretty good job going around those corners there. Oh,
No.
too soon into the corner. We end up getting hung up.
Oop, traffic.
Just narrowly missing the traffic there. End up catching up to second again, luckily. Oh, I didn't realize he got hung up
Dark Volley 19.8
on the other driver there.
Vincent 21.6
So we were able to
in
get
second.
by into first there, luckily.
Emmy 41.7 in third. Dark Volley 18.6 in first. Vincent 18.3 in second.
Ah, shit.
So we end up getting up into the wall, letting second place pass us. So we're currently in second.
Dark Volley 20.
I'll try to do my best to catch back up again at this point.
31.9 in third.
So we're doing pretty good. We're starting. We were gaining ground up until we ended up getting onto the barrier. Luckily, second place just also made a mistake right there.
You guys are halfway there with 2.5 to go.
So there's the announcement for about halfway through the main. Getting real close. End up going a little bit wide. Trying my best not to get caught up. Ooh, we sneak in. End up going way too wide. He ends up getting the position
Come
back.
on, Vincent.
Having a really nice battle back and forth here for first and second. I end up
Oh,
screwing
shit.
up again and losing a lot of time. He ends up rolling at the end of the bridge.
I was just having fun.
Having a real good time here, battling
I'm
it
not
out.
shit talking.
Just having a good time racing, going back and forth.
I'm not good enough to shit talk. Here we go. Here we go.
So I'm getting excited. We're catching back up to first place here. We end up going too soon again. So we end up giving him back up a bit of a lead here. At this point too, I've noticed that we went from 4 racers to 2 all of a sudden. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I think we had a couple of DNFs during the race here.
No.
And we end up getting caught up again. It's like the whole thing for this entire B main is I kept turning in too soon.
Yes.
You guys still got 1 more minute.
So we got
come
one
on.
more minute at this point, trying my best to catch up to first place. And then funny enough, I've got the stock motor, stock gearing in here.
Don't do that.
Oh, and he messes up twice. We end up getting around him here. He's got a brushless motor in his car. He's got a lot more acceleration than I do in my car. There's a 30-second mark. He tries to come in. He's coming in hot there. We go way too wide. Still managed to keep ahead. He ends up getting into the wall up in the second story there.
Come on.
Less
where's
than
the
30
fucking
seconds to
timer?
go at this point. I'm praying for the bell to go off at this point.
Alright, finish him up. This is the last
There it
one.
goes. He still technically has a chance to pass me. But we cleared up. We end up coming in
Ooh,
first.
that was so fun.
Had a lot of fun there. We end up moving on to the A main for Micro B.
The race is
Jason. Third will be Anthony, and fourth will be Vincent.
All right.
Dark Ball.
Getting in some practice laps here. This is going to be the final race of the day here. We managed to make it into the A main for Micro Bs, and we end up getting hitting the corner way too soon. End up flipping the car. So everyone seems
Smacking
like
the
they're
wall.
pretty much ready to go. I'm just waiting to get lined up here and get the race going.
Okay.
Alright, here's the last one, guys.
All right, so we're getting
When it rings, you go on all at
started
once
up here. So we're starting third
for 5 minutes.
in the micro here overall. And there's the start. We end up getting a pretty good position here right at the beginning. Picking up a spot right at the beginning, almost giving it away though, trying to get up to the second story though. Doing pretty good, holding off. Other guys getting held up in traffic back there, creating a bigger gap for me in second. First place is already gone. He's almost got me by half a lap already at this point. Like I was saying before, everyone I'm racing against here in the A main has a brushless motor in their car. So I'm pretty happy with myself that I can still compete as far as having stock gearing and stock motor in the car still.
You guys are running strong with 4 minutes to go.
End up taking that bridge turn too short, opening it up to get overtaken here, trying to stay ahead. I think if we manage to take our time and not cut in our corners too much like we did last race, we'll be all right here.
Dark Ball 17-8 in second. David 16-5 in first. Drax 18-8 in third. Vincent 32.9 in fourth.
Nice job, guys. About 3 minutes to go.
Oh, I got someone flipped on the track, trying to avoid him.
Drax 19-2 in third.
A little back and forth between first place and I here, even though he's about to lap me.
Dark Ball 17-6 in second. David 18-2 in first. Vincent 24 flat in third.
At this point, I'm not necessarily blocking him. I'm just trying my best to stay out in front still. Because he ended up taking that corner a little bit too sharp, ended up getting hung up.
David 18-2 in first. Vincent 17-4 in fourth. Drax 16-4 in third.
Then I ended up taking the corner too sharp, ended up getting hung up.
David 15-6 in first. Dark Folly 19-3 in second. Vincent 16-9 in fourth. Drax 18 flat in third.
Fuck, I'm on the top.
So we ended up getting stuck up there, flipping, leaving it completely open. Currently running third now.
Vincent 19-1 in fourth. Dark Folly 23.5 in second. Drax 18-4 in third. David 15-4 in first.
Whoops.
Oh, we ended up getting into the back of lap traffic there. Or just traffic in general.
Dark Folly 21.4 in second. David 18-1 in first.
I guess we are still
Vincent 25.3
managed to keep it
in fourth.
into second here.
Drax 20.8 in third. Dark Folly 16-9 in second. David 15-2 in first. Vincent 19, 4 and 4.
You guys are down to one more
Travis
minute.
19, 5 and
Did a
third.
pretty good job of taking those corners there, if I do not do say so myself.
Dark Folly 16, 8 and 2nd. David 19, 1 and 1st.
Managed to
Drive
16-8,
16, 1 and 3rd.
not super far off
Vincent
from
21.7 and 4th.
first place times.
Dark Folly 17, 9 and 2nd.
Oh, we end up getting spun around there.
Drive 16, 1 and 3rd.
30 seconds.
It's a 30-second announcement.
Vincent 19, 8 and 4th.
End up making a lot of mistakes here at the end.
Come on.
David 16, 3 and 1st. Drives 18, 5 and 2nd. Dark Folly 25.
Little wide there. So we ended up getting past, so we're currently third. So we're doing pretty good right up until the end.
David 20.8 and 1st.
There's the signal for the end. So we end up getting stuck up at the top there. Even more time down the drain, unfortunately.
The last one.
So unfortunately we end up coming third overall there, even though we held on to second for a pretty good amount of time. So a little bit unfortunate there. We couldn't clutch the win at the end, or not the win, but coming in second. And that is the final race for the night. We're all done. And that's it. Hey guys, how's it going? Future Darth Valley here. So that wraps up the second day of the point series. Second day, first weekend down, and 4 more weeks to go at this point. Got home and forgot to record an outro, but here's a little bit of a clip of me heading home after the race. So we've got that, and here we've got the points up. David is overall in both categories. Here I am in second for Micro B and Mini B, so we're doing pretty good. We did get a jump on a lot of the other candidates by coming in on Friday, so we'll see how well that does for us in the future. But other than that, that's the end of the video, and hope to see you guys in the next one. All right, bye-bye.